everyone. Thank you for being here. Um, I was just going to respond to you, Shield of Faith. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so um, as the title shows, it's this is a tribute to her sweet, beautiful, precious little socks. Um, and it hurts doubly because I'm really worried about Chloe. Um, I think apart from her missing socks, I don't know. I kind of think something is not right. Like I know she's hungry, but she doesn't want to like eat her pate. And all she wants to do is like drink the broth. Like if I give her fancy feast in the pack, she just drinks the broth. She won't eat the food, and she'll eat the treats, the hard treats that I give her, but she's not like eating her food. Um, and so I'm gonna have to take her to the vet to make sure she's okay. I mean, yes, this all kind of started once Scott's no longer with us, but yeah, yeah, she's right next to me. You know, normally you would hear her talking, but she'll meow every now and then, but not like before. And all she does is, you know, she's laying down, she's sleeping. She'll get up and she'll be herself a little bit, but no. And again, I know she's grieving just as much as I am, but I don't know. I still think something's just not right. Hi, Chris. Hi, Angela. Hi, Rosie. Thank you all for being here. Um, I'll try not to be too long because I did put together a little video for socks. But I just wanted to, I just wanted to say it's one thing when you have a human family member that passes away. I mean, that's a hurt that it's still hard to process. Do I have a toy that has socks with smell on it? I can sometimes help. I do have socks is her favorite toy that she always had since she was 4 months old. Since my sister got her. So the 16 years that her favorite toy that we have. I also have a piece of Sox's fur because they did a paw print and they also took some of her fur and I'm glad they gave me both the white and the gray since Sox was gray and white. So I do have that as well, which I'm gonna put that picture of Sox and I'm going to put all of that in frame. Um, but I'm saying that, when a human member passes, it's devastating as well. Well, that's good for you, Chris. You just got finished with doing two more DoorDash. That's great. I don't know for me when it comes to your pet. Sometimes I think it's a little more challenging to bear, especially when you have to know when it's the right time to say goodbye. And I know when I came from work, I came home from work on Wednesday. Even when I left her, she was, she was under the chair, but she was okay. But she still didn't seem as good as she did the day before. And even when I was giving her her breakfast and her medicine, she ate it, but she stopped, and then I had to wait a little bit and then give her the rest. And she ate almost all of it. But when I came home Wednesday evening, I saw she was still under the chair, and that's not like her because normally she would be laying in her bed. She loved the little heated bed that I bought for her because she also had arthritis, so that kind of helped. It kind of helped her. Um, and she was also getting this Solensia treatment where it's supposed to help dogs and cats who have arthritis, and it makes them, kind of vibrant again. And I did notice she was moving around better, not limping as much. But when I came home Wednesday, I saw her in the chair, and I, reached under the chair, I got on the floor and touched her. Like, why are you wet? And then when I touched her, I realized that she just, she was just waiting there. And but what really made me realize was the look in her eyes. It's like myself. She was like almost not there anymore. And just even while she was laying there, she would close her eyes halfway and see she would roll her eyes back. I'm like, I can't let this go on, even though my prayer was always, Lord, please, 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 don't let me have to do this again. I had to do that with my first cat, Alex, and it tore me in a million pieces. Um, but unfortunately, I had to. Um, and the disheartening part too is my sister was just coming home from her mission trip, and to have to tell her that this she's just coming home was like, Lord, what a welcome. I'm saying to myself, what a welcome. Um, and I wanted her on the list to just take a look at her and tell me what she thought. And she came home and she opened the chair and saw her. She was like, yeah, I think it's time. And hey, Latanya. But before all of that, I just want to say that 16 years ago, I can't believe it's that long because, that's how old Fox was. Um, my first cat, Alex, he passed away. He was 17 and a half years old. And after that happened, I was like, that's it. I don't want more pets because I can't deal with the heartache and heartbreak of them having to leave in that manner. And I didn't want to ever have to go through that again. And I didn't. I didn't want anymore. I didn't want another cat. And as much as I always wanted a dog, I'm on both, but I don't want pets. Um, because it just, that tore me up inside. I couldn't sleep in my room for months. I mean, I couldn't go to work. This is I didn't go to work Thursday and Friday. I'm glad we have tomorrow off, but I'm dreading going to work on Tuesday because quickly I will take her to that and make sure she's okay. Um, but after Alex killed my cat, Alex, I always said if I had a son, I wanted to name him Alejandro. So since I don't have any children, Alex was my fur baby, and so I named him Alejandro, and I called him Alex for short. And so, gosh, did I absolutely love my Alex. I loved him. Like, what? And um, of course, he my heart. But anyway, fast forward. maybe a couple of months, a few months after he passed, I remember my sister bringing this little kitten in the house. And I was like, what's that? This little gray and white kitty. And she was 4 months old. And she was with her friend Anna, who rescues cats. Socks with the rescue. So was Chloe, actually. So they both were rescue cats. And so she brought Socks in. And she's like, oh, Socks is, she's going to be coming here. And I'm like, what? Because in my head, I was like, I don't want to see any more cats. I don't want to see any four-legged creatures. Um, I did. So much what? I don't want her. I don't want any more cats. I don't want to get attached to any cats because, again, I already knew how difficult it was when I have a house. Go home to the Lord, as I always like to say. And so, anyway, Socks ended up in my room, and it's funny because I remember I was in my room one day with her, and it's funny how all I could hear in my heart was my cat Alex. And I could hear him say, "Mm, I know how much you love me, but you have only heart to love her. So just open your heart and love her." And I'm telling you, right after that, I fell in love with Socks. And Socks and I created a bond. A little thing. She and I created this bond. And then a couple of months later, a few months later, here comes this all gray cat. I'm like, what's that? And it was Chloe. And my sister was like, here, stone you. I was like, I don't want that. But needless to say, the same thing happened. I opened my heart, and Chloe took the other part of my heart. And so we had these two, I like to call my gray girls. Gray and white, Chloe's all gray. And they kept in my heart. And, I didn't think, I know I didn't have any more pets, but I believe I needed them. Um, you know, I always say, um, I would not be able to say all socks and Chloe, my socks and Chloe, if it wasn't for my sister Kathy. I said, I call myself Titi Mommy. And if Nellie was here, Titi is kind of slang for tia, for Spanish to say aunt. And so, I always say because Socks and Chloe, my sister, had gotten Socks and Chloe, not me. She got them. Um, but although Socks and Chloe and myself, we used to always the three of us together. I always say my sister's the mom for them, and I'm Titi Mommy, I'm the aunt mommy. Um, but yeah, there would be no Titi Mommy if it wasn't for my sister. And I would not be able to have care for them before my sister. I wouldn't be able to take care of them without my sister. My sister has done so much for Socks and Chloe. The times they were sick, the times they were in the hospital, and I couldn't have done it on my own. And there were times I couldn't even do it. My sister covered it all. So for socks, fully or mine, go for my sisters, for babies. Everything socks and since they were supposed to be trying to be them, but it doesn't mean that my sister was there. My sister was always there. My sister knew what was going on with them. But again, I was mommy to them, but I still always called myself Titi Mommy. And my sister was always mom to them because, whenever I call the vet's office, Socks and Chloe are under her name. But she loved Socks. What's his name? And the rest of the family, Socks holds a special place in all of our Socks was the sweetest, gentlest. It's always bold, but they have different personalities. Chloe, she's very boisterous. She's very talkative. She'll come around you. She's not afraid. Socks was very timid of everyone and everything, but Socks was really strong. And, just look at it for the past 2 years is I realized how strong she was because again Socks was a healthy cat from 4 months to 14 years. She only had a couple of bouts of pancreatitis and they took her to the vet. They put her bodies on to use and noticed she was lethargic and she wasn't eating and drinking. And I was telling my sister, "Oh, we have to take her to the vet." I'm sorry. I should have tissue, right? Latanya, you don't tissue. But we took her to the vet and she temperature. I'll try to get this story short. They couldn't understand why she had fever. They did all these tests and nothing showed up that it was wrong. And then she had to stay in the hospital for a couple of weeks. And then once her fever came down, we were able to pick her up. And so I went to pick her up. I went to pick her up. And she was okay. Um, and then once I put her in the carrier, and they were taking her home, I'm looking at her and noticing that her breathing was going good. But I'm kind of worried because she was nervous, because I know when she gets nervous and she'll start to pant and this and that and cry. Um, so I was like, okay, I didn't really think too much at the moment. I was like, okay, and I got home, took the carrier upstairs, opened it up. She walks out of the carrier and she lays on the floor and she's just, this is how she's breathing. And I'm like, what is going on? Mind you, I just picked her up. She was just discharged. And so I call the vet's office and they're like, okay, bring her back. And so I put her back in the carrier, go downstairs, and my sister's like, where are you going? I'm like, I have to take her back. take it back to the other beds. They were like, oh, okay, took it inside. They did an x-rays, like, she has some fluid built up, fluid that give her some Lasix in an hour, it should all go away, and she'll be fine. I was like, okay, thank you, Facebook, thank you so much. And so I was like, okay, so in an hour, they called me, and they said, well, her condition is worse. I was like, "What? It's worse." Like, yeah, there's more fluid built up. And I'm like, what, so she had to stay in the hospital? And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, so I told my sister, blah, blah, blah. And so, anyway, she's there. And then Dr. Colorado, who is toxicology. If anybody lives in Staten Island, New Jersey, close to Staten Island, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, you have a car, you never at Bay Street Animal Hospital on 999 Bay Street in Staten Island. That is one of the best animal hospital with the most amazing vets that I've ever come across. Dr. Cavallaro, Teresa Cavallaro, she is phenomenal. And Dr. Coleman is phenomenal. Dr. Anderson, she is great. Dr. Condrilli, she was the doctor that was there when we had to take socks on Wednesday for her to go home to be with the launch. She was great. But Dr. Cavallaro, because she's been their vet for the past 4 years, she is phenomenal. And Dr. Cavallaro, all the way were doing all these tests on socks to figure out what's going on with her. Dr. Cavallaro said, do an echo. And they were all saying, all the other vets were like, well, do an echo for what? She doesn't have any, she's not showing any conditions of heart issues. Had an enlarged heart. And of course, my sister was like, what are you talking about? Socks has been healthy for the past 14 years. She's never shown signs of heart condition. Even when she was in the hospital, she didn't show any signs of anything in life. And Dr. Pavlov told us that a lot of the time that have heart condition, and they don't show to kind of not too good. And so she my son had cancer. He was a copycat. He was my son. That was his uncle. I'm trying to cheer up. It's not hard to cheer up too much. And it was hard. But that's why I said, I don't feel well. I don't feel well with food. Um, Tonight is um Leila always says, love you tonight, which is true, not tonight. And I love Sockie. I mean, you all will always hear me talk about my cats anyway. You would see socks once in a while. She makes her cats. Chloe would hear her most of the time. It's 16 years. She was here with him. I don't know even. They knew him for those years. you know, I know you used to have puppies, nicknames for socks and all. He would call socks. He would call her Yaquita. I had no idea why. And Chloe, he would call her Lola. I don't know. It was cute coming from him. So, yeah, socks and stepfather was still alive. And really, so, they found out our partnership and we should do it. I remember the because I was already about 2 hours ago. But yeah, I'm sorry. Let me try to make this long story shorter. I'm sorry. Um, and so yeah, so she got off to it. And the day we went to pick her up, like, Lord, we're go home to be with her. But when we got there, so after I had prayed, crying, oh Lord, thank you. They called me and they said, you're gonna pick up socks. And so I waited. Let's just go and go and talk. We did. Now, in my head, I don't know, I guess I just wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking something. She pulled over with us. She told us about her condition. And she told us all this medication that she was taking. And my sister was like, you're going to do that. I'm like, well, I don't know why you're telling me that because I know I'm going to do it. And so, yeah, I'm the one that had to get her on the medicine. And I had to get her drugs too. Thank God there's a good church. So, yeah. And so, my sister had asked her how long she live, and she can't really live um, some cats, with this disease some can last, for some time. So and it sucks being as strong as she was. Sucks with her heart condition for 2 years. And what really sucks is 2 years I had to constantly take her to the vet. I felt like I was taking her to the vet every month because she would develop UTIs. And I know it's because of the medications she was taking. But some that Dr. Carlisle, Dr. Cole, especially Dr. times when I felt like socks wasn't she wasn't she eating. She spoke up. And even after calling, I would have made it well. Dr. Cohen would always say, I would not believe socks was as sick as she didn't display, like I guess, now I can't find the words. She doesn't display like different symptoms, you know, that shows that she's a cat wasn't much. But, so yeah, for 2 years, um, socks new and although it was many times that I still do, I still was, I would just, I'd lay on the floor until she got acclimated. Vacations started taking effect. And then, you know, we had to one vacation, got that was blood pressure, which I didn't understand. She didn't have blood pressure. Only 2 years. And this mother told me last 6 months or so when I said, you know what, I'm just going to brush it and putting it in the wet food since she's eating wet food then and see if she'll take it. Because what I had to do, I always had to get the soft treats and pop it and eat it doing that. It stressed her out and stressed me out. I got caught. But then there were times that I got it right and other times, but um, your audio, you can understand. You can understand me. It's probably not your audio. It's probably mine. It's always something. I'm sorry. We're still having trouble. I've had some issues. Oh, oh, sorry. It's probably all right. Because I'm even looking at the Wi-Fi. So it's something like this. Okay, so you know what? I'm trying to clean up. Just finish this story. And then I'll clean those videos that socks to do. But anyway, to your socks, she pressed on, she pushed forward. And it's not until probably about this last 6 months where I noticed like her breathing was starting to get a bit heavy. And I had to take her in. And I was really she had to stay, you know, and it's after the trooper. And is it clear now? You're still having trouble? You want to so tell me, are you having trouble with that too? Well, like I said, even I did a test run with the video. I really hope it plays nicely throughout because it was playing and then it would kind of speed up and then at the very end it would just kind of go out some. Ugh. I don't know, I think this Wi-Fi. Or it must be my this laptop too. Um, you're having trouble too, Latanya? Ugh. Rosie, you're not having any trouble? It's better now? Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, it does go in and out. I can even see it on my end. It's a little black, and then I keep seeing the Wi-Fi symbol thing. It's choppy. It goes in and out. So what I need to do is just hurry up. um, but yeah, so I've noticed, you know, changes with everything. But again, here it is. A breathing concern way, but socks downstairs. This slime, slime. She would come out to the office for an hour, which was great. But the mom socks was always busy. And but then I noticed last a few weeks ago, about a month ago, always started coughing. And I knew that when I had that, but it was which is not a good sign for the sun. She had echo done today, and not loud. She was always back there, but she was walking close to her. I would start crying. So in my head, I'm like, don't tell me that because then I'll start crying before you tell me what's wrong. But the echo showed that her vision progressed, and she actually had clots on her heart. I'm like, oh, she might die. Um, and it's progressed. So she was like, just her cat, so on and so forth. So that was a day. And so she was in end stage. But yet, some was still pretty low, and that's why when I had to take them out for the PTIs, not well, it was like, the doctor told said she was functional, but yeah, she keeps finding things. And so, but when she started coughing, I said, okay. She coughed one night. I was like, okay, let's keep watching. And then I noticed that she started coughing for seconds. It coughed throughout the whole night. It was just one time, but that's still not good. And after she would cough, I could feel a rattle in her chest. And so after the time for it, the food, I go to bed, bed, then I'll tell her, I said, wow, hello everybody. And I get paid for the little bit of the chunk. Of course, I said, oh, because you already did X, Y, and Z. I got this. Almost all the oh, finally. Yeah. But yeah, so after the coffee, no problem. And of course, they have the trace, so they can see if there's food built up and so on and so forth. And so, they took it back, and I realized, man, they're back there a little more than times before. And so then, now mind you, she had around her lungs when she was back. Socks was, even while she was still coughing, she started to cough. Socks was still eating great. She was like jumping from the chair to my bed. I'm like, what are you doing? Calm down. I mean, she was still not feeling. You wouldn't think that she had all this food built up and she's doing stuff. So, how well she had this continually about this high. forget how much we were leaving. And inside, and it was so much food. And Miss Sockie was like 8 pounds. She had all that food in her mouth, and she had a little bit like a heart. You know, heart was like before they of course they looked and she didn't cry. Now I was fine. She said, and I started crying, but then I stopped. And you know, at first it was soft. It sucks. As scared as she is, she's very calm when she goes to I mean, she stays calm. She's scared, but she stays still. And she's compliant. She said, but of course, you know, she was scared. She's scared too. So I they put me low on that. But she said, but as the fluid was being released, she said, I could see the body. And so after all that, I said, this is good. And Dr. Colorado, she said, just go. But in my head, I already she always and so took her home, brought her home. And every time it starts us like I'm a really traumatic thing that happens to the she stays in the animal hospital for a couple of days. They feel like to get back to herself, her body. So hands it. And she was just panting. She didn't have labor. You know, and she was and then I noticed she started maybe back in her period. And I was, she played about minutes and then she was like, this was fine. So I played about 2 and so her breathing was good. And so in my head, I'm thinking, what so start doing a whole lot. Although she was doing pretty good with all that food, I'm like, okay, she's gonna be doing a lot better. So I, you know, basically on the after. And I'm looking for food, but nothing is open. And I noticed every day I was so this is my food is her eyes, still beautiful eyes, we can still see her, she's still giving up and still giving the box. A little bit, just a little bit. Oh my gosh, really cool. Because you know, like I said, it's not anybody, but it's just like us. don't want to drink water. She was a little she would get up and she would stand up and she would just kind of stare into space. And I'm like, she would boil the water bowl and just find it for and I didn't know that. Like I said, so like 80% of myself was gone. My heart did good because I had just called to get the top of the oil to put on sore on the neck that wasn't healing. I had one. I would need to come well. And I went there on Wednesday right after work to pick it up. As I walked out of the dentist office, I started crying. I said, why did I cry? What is this? What am I just had this kind of mom. I just had this but I wouldn't want to be able to use them. So I did Furgirl, and when I see socks, I just started crying. And then I called Millie, and I'm just like, really couldn't understand anything. And normally I don't do that. Like I don't call or start crying on the phone. I don't when I call Millie, I was like, no, I called my aunt her. Sister. This whole week, the socks and she always wants to lay on me, cuddle with me. My face was keep staying. She didn't like me picked up. She would walk I'm grateful that there was no one there but there were other patients. And we took it to her. And she said, so we went down for a cat. other tasks for hours. So I was just over it. This is what I don't know. I mean, I don't know what time those things. And this and I think I don't know but sometimes people they've gone through so much like and they have one type of decisions just the those I think what a lot of people complicate stuff and in human units, you know, the audio is terrible. And it's this Wi-Fi. Ah, okay, so I'm not going to tomorrow. I'm going to do prayer night tomorrow. And God willing, this Wi-Fi will be acting up. Um, terrible. Is it still bad? You know how I know that when I do the Wi-Fi signal? I don't see it now, but it keeps popping up. Is it still bad? I'm saying it. Yeah, it's still but yeah, but I just want to see some to get contact with sister. Like I said, there would be no ticket from the Lord for my sister. It's no shop. I'm not sure. This is 7 years old. I don't want to have to do it. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's with the wife. like I said, I don't know what the idea of this. It says it's connected. And I get switched, it was very well when I came over here, and then it did contact on. So I guess it's still choppy. But sister did too. Although it wasn't Dr. Favorado, I don't know how you do it. I can never be. No, it's not on fire. It's the Wi-Fi. That's why I have you always you always my mom, you always put it that you always message. I lovingly call my dad. You're with Uncle Louie. You're with your great grandpa Alex, my first cat. You're with Ma, that's Louie's mom. You're not suffering anymore. As much as I want her here, I don't want her here like that. Socks was the best Socks in the world. The sweetest cat with the sweetest disposition. Although she was a little bully to Chloe. She really was. But they loved each other regardless. And that's why I'm very scared and I'm very worried about Chloe. Because again, I didn't think it was going to have this hard of an impact on her. But it is. And I have to take her to the vet. And hopefully it's just because she's grieving and that there's nothing else wrong. Because nothing major. Because if there is, I can't take losing another pet right now. Hi, Lisa. It's okay. I'm going to end this now because I don't want to show the video because the Wi-Fi has been bad and this has been choppy and going in and out. And so I'm going to show the video tomorrow. I just thank you all for stopping by. I really do want to show the video. Chloe will be okay. She needs time to grieve. Yeah, I understand that, but when you know your cat, and when there's now it's clear, ironically. When it's just things that you see that just doesn't seem right. Even like when she's up, you still can't hear anything, but you can see. Oh, you can see me crying. It's really. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. You can't hear me at all. Does no one? Wait, I'm sorry. Can no one hear me? I'm sorry. Can anyone hear me speaking or not? You can hear me clear now. Okay. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I can show. I'll show the video, and if the video seems to be kind of wonky, I'll show it again tomorrow because I really did want to show it today. Because this is a tribute to my Sockie. It's perfectly clear now. Okay. This is wonky, but yeah, thank you all so much for stopping by. I mean, I didn't really want to just end it on saying how Socks was sick. I mean, Socks wasn't sick for 16 years. She was sick for 2 years. But Socks was she was my amazing little Socks Cadoodle. I always have nicknames for them. Socks Cadoodle. I always called her Sockie. I rarely called her Socks. She was always Sockie to me. You can hear me now? I can hear me now too. That's weird. I don't know. Um, Socks was this sweet, beautiful, amazing cat that I love so much. And like I said, although she was very timid and quiet, she kind of reminded me of me. I think she and I had the same kind of personality. But oh my gosh, she captured my heart. And Socks taught me a whole lot. Chloe is teaching me a whole lot too. It's amazing how much you can learn from animals, especially unconditional love. And although I didn't want any more when my Alex passed, I am so grateful for Socks and Chloe. But this is a tribute for Socks. I'm so grateful the Lord brought her into our lives. And she has brought me so much joy and happiness and love for 16 years. There are people that I knew that I met a few years ago that met Socks and Chloe, and it's like, oh my gosh, I just heard about it. Or a friend that I had, she knew Socks and Chloe for all these years, and she's like, oh my gosh, my heart is broken to hear that Socks, has passed. 16 years. I mean, I still wanted to have her for at least 17 years, but I'm grateful for the 16 years that I've had with Socks. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. As hard as this is, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. To have her love, it was a love that I needed. And Chloe as well. My little Chloe. I think the video will cooperate. And so I am going to share the video before anything else goes wrong. Yeah, 16 years of wonderful. 16 years is a long time for cats. Yeah, it is. Some cats live even longer. Some cats live to be 25. 16 years of wonderful life. Yes. Wow, what a blessing. Yes. Yes. Even the vet, when we went on Wednesday, she was like, she's almost 17. She says, did you ever go through this before? Hi, Connie. I said, yeah, I had a cat for 17 and a half years. And she was like, what? I want to live in your house. Like, my first cat, Alex, I had him for 17 and a half years. And he was shy of being 18 before he had to go home to be with the Lord. Thank you. Thank you, Millie. Thank you. Thank you all so much. I'm sorry. I meant to put other people's comments up there too. But I know this thing was going kind of wonky, and I was trying to hurry up and this and that and the other. But your Shelly, see, Tina said her Shelly made it to 20. Yeah, I've heard of cats making it to 25. Like this cat I heard on Instagram had just passed. The cat was 25 years old. 25. So yeah, but you know, some cats live shorter, some live longer. But I miss her so much. I miss her. And I know Chloe misses her. We all miss her. And I love you all too. Thank you. Sorry. Okay, so I will show the video. If it sounds like things are working okay, and I don't know. But thank you all so very much for stopping by for this tribute for our precious socks cadoodle. So after the video, I will that will be it, and I thank you all so much for joining me. I'm sorry because Chloe's like sleeping here, but she keeps jerking, and that's another reason why I want to take her to the vet, because it's like, you know, like when somebody scares you, she tends to jump in her sleep, and I don't know why. She's been doing that for a while, so that's another reason why I want to take her and make sure she's okay. But yeah, gosh, it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna say, see, no, I was gonna say something. I was gonna say something stupid. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. But thank you, Connie. Thank you very much. Oops, I didn't leave it up too long. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so everyone, thank you so much. I will play the video, and as I always like to say, after the video, oh, I won't say anything after the video. I'll just end the stream. But no, I'm not gonna say what I normally say. I'll play the video. And thank you all so very much.